After many months of waiting, we are here. One of the pound-for-pound greats in Oleksandr Usyk against what I said earlier, the British Bulldog, the guy that just comes, the wrecking ball machine in Chisora. This is such a great fight, such an important fight for the heavyweight division. These two have been calling each other via social media with all kinds of obscenities and fun and games over the last few months. But I do want to say a special thank you for both teams for getting this fight over the line. Thank you to Alex, thank you to Aegis, thank you to Alex as well, thank you to Del Boy and Dave, you've done a great job. These are interesting, tough times, but this fight happened because both teams, both fighters wanted it to happen. And I can't wait to see it. You know, behind closed doors throws up some incredible moments, some dramatic moments, sometimes moments that you don't expect. A couple of weeks ago, we saw another Ukrainian great in Vasily Lomachenko get beat by Teofimo Lopez. A few weeks back, we saw one of the most stunning things I've ever seen with Alexander Povetkin laying Dillian White out after coming off the canvas twice. Behind closed doors is different, but you have the opportunity to take it, own the moment, and create something very special for the sport. And I really believe you're going to see that on Saturday night. I'll go over to David first. David, I've never seen you so confident or push a fight like this before. You look 10 years younger on all the social media videos, excited. Like, how excited are you for you? I know you've been there, you've done it, you've won Cruiserweight World Championships, Heavyweight World Championships. This has become like a project for you, hasn't it? And you really believe in your man on Saturday.
Yeah, it's been a massive project and it's been a work in progress over the last couple of years. I was very frustrated earlier on in our relationship. I wanted certain things that I wasn't seeing. He was giving me a bit, but not everything. It took someone as brilliant as Usyk to force Derek to realize what I was doing in the past isn't good enough now. I need to take it way beyond the comfort zone. I need to take my training into a new stratosphere in terms of pain, in terms of sacrifice, blood, sweat and tears, round upon round of continued hard sparring, little rest, maximum expenditure in terms of the best facility, the best nutrition. He's done everything. There's nothing more we could have done to get Derek into the shape he is in right now. And on Saturday night, he'll be peaking. And it's taken someone as good as Usyk to force Derek to do what he's always needed to do, but never really had to do it. He knows he has to do it because if he wants to cause the upset of the century, he needs to do something he's never done before. But fortunately, he's done that. He's in the shape of his life. Technically, he's doing things he's never done before. And Usyk, as good as he is going to find himself in a very, very uncomfortable fight, fighting an opponent that's significantly stronger than anyone he's fought before, throwing punches from all angles, hitting him on any part of the body you can land. And it's going to get very, very rough, very fast. And Usyk is going to have to... How long can Usyk drown in there with these heavyweight waters? I don't know. It's yet to be seen. The unknown, that's what makes this fight so exciting. It's the unknown. Nobody knows. Derek Chisora can absorb a disgusting amount of punishment. We saw it in Takam fight. We've seen it throughout his career. How much punishment can Usyk take? How deep can he go soul searching? How much does he want it? I know how much Derek wants it. He's shown me time and time again. Things have come a lot easier for Usyk. The technical skills, the amateur pedigree. He's just been significantly technically better than everyone else. He's fighting someone that's a solid 20 kilograms bigger, solid muscle, ready to go out there swinging bombs from the very first moment of that bell rings. And I see a massive upset. I see Derek Chisora causing one of the biggest upsets ever on British soil, and it's well deserved because if you'd have seen what he's done for the last year, how he's punished himself day in, day out, there's nothing more he could have done. So we're going to see an extravaganza on Halloween. There's nothing else to do. What are you going to do on Halloween other than tune into this fight and enjoy an absolute barnstormer? So Sky Sports box office is the way to go.
Is that the key, making it uncomfortable? You just got to make it horrible for Usyk.
Yeah, we're not going to have a boxing match. Derek knows he's not going to try and outskill him at long range. That's his game. He's got to turn it into a dogfight. Bombs from the first round. None of this feeling him out and getting a read for his range. Nah, no range. It's just on his chest, bombs flying from the first round, and he can do it for 12 rounds. He knows he may have to eat some leather. He's been eating leather many, many times before. He's fighting someone now who's significantly smaller. He's been in the ring with Vitaly Klitschko, Fury. Now, none of these guys are out to lay him out. Why is Usyk going to do that? You know, and he's fitter and stronger now. So I tallied it all up, and I see Derek Chisora grinding him down and knocking him out.
Did you see anything in that Chaz Witherspoon fight? To be fair to Oleksandr, you know, he's supposed to fight Tyrone Sponge. It was a bit of a come down. But did you see signs that maybe he might not like it against the bigger guy when it gets tough in there?
It was hard to judge him, honestly, from that performance because Chad really wasn't there to really win. He was there to kind of, you know, get through it as easy as possible. And, you know, when someone's coming at you, it makes it a little easier. If Chaz Witherspoon was throwing more useful punches, he may have been able to counter him more and been able to get into the fight. But the shots he was taking, he didn't like he enjoyed it. It didn't look like he was comfortable in there. I know Derek Chisora would have wiped the floor with Chad Witherspoon in 1 or 2 rounds. You know, Usyk isn't a big puncher like that at heavyweight, and he's going to need some serious artillery to keep this man off him. And I don't think he possesses that.
I know you're a great promoter as well, but you believe in your man, don't you? You really believe he's going to do this on Saturday? Yeah,
I'm honest enough to know that any performance in Derek's career up until this point would not have been good enough to beat Usyk. He has to do something that he's never done before. He has to be fitter than he's ever been before. Technically, he has to be better. He has to have a better game plan he's ever had before. So people don't know what he's bringing to the table. It's the unknown. But I know, his team know, and Usyk doesn't know. But by the time he finds out, it'll be too late. He'll find himself in a war zone. You know, you can't be snipering Derek from afar. He's going to have to get down.
Do you think they expect a war? Do you think that they're going to be in a war?
I think they expect it to be a little rougher and tougher than usual, but not the way Derek's going to do it. Not the way Derek's going to close that range, get inside, and turn it into a dogfight. Who can, I keep saying it, who can drag? If they were both getting waterboarded, tortured, who could last longer than Derek in any type of physical trauma? He's so much tougher than any other fighter that Usyk has been in there with, and he's willing to go through it. He understands, you know, he might get uncomfortable in there, but look at his last few fights. Well, how many fights have been real comfortable? He's willing to go through whatever he needs to win this fight, and he's done it in training, and now he's going to do it in the fight on Saturday night.
Alex Krasuk, K2, pleasure to deal with you again. Thank you for all your work to get this done. Are you ready, Team Usyk, for a war on Saturday night? Are you ready to go through any fire that you need to?
Hello. So, first of all, I'm really glad to get stuck here in the bubble. Eddie, thank you very much for keeping us fed, safe, COVID-free, entertained. It's only a couple days left, so I hope nothing will disturb us from entering the ring on Saturday night. Within last 8 months, probably, there were a lot of talks that this fight going to be a real test for Usyk, which I do agree. He's entering the heavyweight division, and this I consider this fight to be his real test and his debut in heavyweights. This division is called elite because gentlemen like Usyk and like Chisora represent it. So Saturday night, 2 true warriors are going to war, and let the best man win, and the runner-up gets honored and respect. That's it.
You have traveled around the world with Usyk. You've taken on everybody in the back garden, and Alex has beaten them all. Is it just a fearless competitor, you know, ready to take all challenges? And do you believe he can beat Chisora and reign in the heavyweight division?
You know what? Before traveling in professionals, he traveled so much in amateurs, and he became the Olympic champion in London. So this is a special city for him. Normally, he's not that big and tall like most of heavyweights, but as he said, if the king of animals would be considered according to the size, then elephant would be the king of animals, not the lion. So it means that he's confident in his ability to reign in heavyweight division.
Thank you. Del Boy, pass the mic to Del. I'll tell you what, Del Boy, I know we've had ups and downs over the years. I'm proud of you. I'm proud of you. You've put in some unbelievable work over the last few months. You really have. Dave's done a great job. I've seen you grafting and grafting and grafting. I don't know how he's done it, to be honest with you, because I know you're a nightmare. But how much does this mean to you? And I said to you yesterday, I said, you've had a great run, Del, and you looked at me like you wanted to chin me as usual, and you went, it ain't nowhere near over yet. You're ready to go. You're ready to unleash the fury on Saturday night.
You know, the fight, I'm excited about the fight. I've been training now for the last 9 months, you know, since the David Price fight. You know, Alexander's a great fighter. I'm a big fan of him. You know, he won the Olympics in London. He went to win the Muhammad Ali trophy, beating everybody in his path. And then he's come up to heavyweight. He boxed Charles, what's the other guy's name? Yeah, don't really know loads of fighters in the boxing game, to be honest. But, you know, this fight is a great fight for me and a great fight for him. You know, most people are telling me I'm holding the golden key to the pearly gates, to the rich and famous, apparently. But I'm happy to hold those keys. You shall not pass. What they say to Lord of the Rings, you shall not pass, basically. But listen, all I'm saying is it's going to be a great fight. You know, yeah, he's going to try and box. I keep saying it every day. I can't box. You know, I'm going to bring it to him. You know, I'm going to bring everything I have. It's going to be a shootout. And I know for a fact, when I hit him, he's going to be hit. There's nowhere for him to hide. All I'm asking from you, Eddie, and I'm being honest, I need a fair referee and fair judges. That's what I'm asking. I don't want to be bamboozled. Or like last time what happened with Dylan White, you bought a judge because I was, he took points off me and I thought I was behind and I lost my shape of my fight. So I'm just asking to be fair and, you know, just be fair. I get Alexander's your boy, you know, but you sold your sword to the Russians.
I don't know.
Yeah. You sold your sword to the Russians.
Ukraine.
From Ukraine. Okay, you sold your sword to Ukraine. You know, you forgot your boys in Britain. But it's okay. You know, we have to prove myself again. But all I'm saying is, I want this fight to be fair. You know, that's what I'm asking for. You know, I've worked hard for this fight. I've trained hard, and I believe my opponent has trained hard as well. So I just want this fight to be very fair on both parties, basically, from the ref and to the judges, basically.
Certainly all officials appointed by the British Boxing Board of Control and not Matchroom. Like
so who do I speak to? Robert Smith?
Yes.
Okay, cool.
Robert Smith. You can make that point at the rules meeting. I believe you're the home fighter. You're going to be, you know, you're the British fighter here. But listen, I'm sure it'll be fair.
No, I don't really mind. You know, fighting.
You're going to make it. You want to make it uncomfortable for him. Is that where you're going? You want to be able to work on the inside.
I want to be able to, for both of us to work. Basically, I don't want to be, you know, I don't want to be dancing in the ring like, you know, wrestling. I want to be both of us to work. I want this fight to be fair. I want all of us to work fairly, basically. I want the fans to enjoy this fight. That's what I want. I want the people, you know, everybody to enjoy it. That's what I want.
Do you expect to be frustrated in there at times? You know that technically he's very, very good and you've got to find a way inside to do your work. Do you think that patience is important for this guy? You've got to be active from the first bell, but are there going to be times where you will be frustrated and you have to keep on with that game plan from David and the team?
You know what? Yeah and no, because I know for a fact he's a great fighter. You know, I have to just keep moving my head, you know, keeping my hands up and just keep marching forward. You know, he's going to try out wrong foot me and stuff like that, which southpaws do. But we're ready for that, you know. It's going to be a big surprise, and when we're in the ring, people are going to be very surprised what's going to be happening. And I believe my opponent, he's got so many tricks up his sleeve as well. So this makes it a very, very cagey and exciting fight.
Finally, what is the motivation for you guys? A lot of people were saying that victory for you could be one of the greatest victories from a British fighter of our generation on Saturday night. Is that a motivation? I mean, people talking, obviously, he's mandatory for Anthony Joshua. You would, looks like, take that spot as well and challenge for the world title. What's the motivation for you in this fight? To cause an upset, to create history?
I think motivation for me is, I don't want to, after I retire, I don't want to, like, say I could have done this and done this. I just want to give it all while I can. You know, there's nothing, I don't get motivated by my family or anything. I just want to do it for myself. You know, it's for me. I just like wake up in the morning, go to the gym every day for myself. So when it's all and done, I can look back and say, have I done it the right way? Have I got any regrets? And right now, I don't have any regrets. Everything is just going according to plan. That's my motivation.
And finally, you're ready to do whatever it takes.
Oh, mate, he already says on the cap, man. He says, war Chisora. You know, I can't go in boxes, man. I have to go in there, man. And just, yes, I might lose 9 rounds. I might lose 11 rounds. Who knows what's going to happen in the 12th round? You know, it's boxing. You don't know. This is the heavyweight game. And I hope he is ready because we are bringing violence and boxing and everything. We're going to chuck so much stuff at him.
Thank you, Del. Oleksandr, how are you?
Mike out.
Good. Are you ready for war on Saturday night? Do you expect war on Saturday night?
Никакой войны не будет, это все Дерека слова. Я принес мир, и это будет офигенный, чистый, красивый бокс.
There will be no war. I brought peace, and it will be just a pure, clear boxing.
You want to not get involved in up close, rough. You want to keep it long, sweet science, an exhibition in there.
Нет, конечно. Это будет бой. Он будет хотеть нанести мне очень сильно много увечий, сильно захочет меня ударить. Естественно, я не буду просто мягко на это смотреть. Это будет великолепный бой двух сильных типов.
He will definitely want to hurt me badly, and I will not stand in front of him to let him do that. And this will be a fight of two really strong gentlemen.
You did everything in the cruiserweight division. Is this now the next test, the big test against the big guys, a different kind of challenge?
Почему все говорят о каком-то тесте? Я много раз боксировал с большими парнями. Я боксировал в ВСБ, да, с большими парнями, которые очень хотели сильно меня ударить. Они были очень тяжелыми. Я постоянно дерусь с какими-то тяжеловесами. Всю свою жизнь я преодолеваю каких-то тяжеловесов.
I don't know why everyone's talking about the test at heavyweight, because I've been within all my life I've been tested by heavyweights. When I was fighting in World Series of Boxing, I was a heavyweight, and my fights were in heavyweight division, and people wanted to hurt me and didn't manage to. So there's nothing serious for me.
We saw defeat of your very close friend Vasily Lomachenko. Was that disheartening for you, or has that given you motivation?
Нет, конечно, я расстроился, то, что мой близкий проиграл.
I got disappointed because of his loss.
Да, и с другой стороны, конечно, это очень большая мотивация. Он вообще мотивирует всегда и на протяжении долгого времени меня.
And on the other side, I got really motivated because this man, he's my friend, and he's been motivating me within all my life.
И продолжает это делать.
And keeps going on.
Вот многие не знают его лично, да, а я знаю его лично, и я знаю вот что там внутри.
Many people do not know him personally, but I do know him personally, and I know what he has inside. What kind of person and personality he is.
Там очень много добра внутри и силы.
There's so many power and kindness inside.
My final question is, a lot of people say, David Haye said, you don't have the power at heavyweight. Do you believe that you can stop Derek Chisora on Saturday night and end this fight inside the distance?
Бля, я сейчас зачерню. Пускай у Тони спросят. Пускай у Тони спросят.
Ask Tony Bellew.
Oh. Okay. Ask Tony Bellew.
Смотрите, все
Leave it to him.
говорят, listen, Все говорят, что определяется вот тяжелый, не тяжелый. Если бы зверя определяли по весу, еще раз им скажи, пускай они это слышат, если бы царя зверей определяли по весу, это был бы слон, а не тигр. Мы это все увидим в субботу. Почему? Если вы считаете меня маленьким, ну хорошо, мы это все в субботу увидим.
It's back and forth, heavy, not heavy, strong, not strong. If the king of animals would be detected according to the size, then elephant would be the king of animals, not the lion. So if you want to see...
Let me correct you now, please, please. I heard you say that before and I wanted to correct you. An elephant is the king of the jungle for the simple reason a lion is only brave when there's loads of them. And when an elephant, when he's by himself, he can attack a herd of lions and get away with it. A lion is only, sorry, go on.
We're just going to get in this debate. I'll ask the question.
No.
Alex, do you think the lion is king of the
Eddie,
jungle?
no, let the man tell him, please.
Слон мыши боится.
Elephant is a friend of a mouse.
That's what you had in Disney. That's why they write in the Disney books, isn't it? Like he's afraid of the mouse.
So, this Saturday, it's the elephant against the lion. It is the pound-for-pound undisputed cruiserweight champion Oleksandr.
Слушай, Эдди,
Sorry.
вообще
Can we go
это
back to this?
офигенно,
Okay.
что они считают, что я безударный и то, что меня легко победить. Окей, так все, в принципе, считают.
I'm really
Многие
glad
так
that
считают.
many people consider me, I have no punch and it's easy to win, to get victory over me. Everyone
Зато я
thinks
двигаюсь
that,
быстро.
considers that way. So I'm happy to hear that.
Well, you are the favourite in the fight, but you have an opponent who is coming to win. Many people believe he can win on Saturday night, and again, it would be a major moment for British boxing if he could defeat, as I said, pound-for-pound star and the undisputed cruiserweight world champion, Oleksandr Usyk. Gentlemen, thank you very much for being here.
so
Thank
much.
you. We look forward to a stunning show this Saturday, live on Sky Sports Boxing. Do not miss it. Sky Sports Box Office, the zone across America as well. Thank you. Look forward, relax on your sofas, and enjoy a stunning night of boxing. Gentlemen, if you could come up here and join us, please.